Hey guys, we're doing a evening live stream here, trying to mix it up just a little bit. This is the DJ for Migrant Mayhem here at Land Cruiser Midwest. Hope you're having a good Tuesday, July 9th, 6:20 p.m. 6:20 p.m. Let me get some videos ready to go here. Boy, was it a hell of a weekend in Chicago. We're going to talk about that. We're also going to do a shout out too for somebody I met over the last couple of days. Shout out to Steve Osmansky, and he's got some celebrity Chicago in his blood. So we're going to talk about that on the other side. What do we got going here? We got Subway Dreams by Dan Henning for you playing. Let's get ready to go. Welcome to the show. Yeah. There you go. There we go. Let's bring the music down because that's what the DJ does, and we'll get the show on the road. Okay, so as this little picture here kind of shows you, it was kind of a rough 4th of July weekend in Chicago. I think they started back on Wednesday through Sunday. So that's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So that's 5 days. 5 days we had a hell of a lot. Some bell ringing lead exchange going on here in Chicago. Just to tell you, there was some lead exchanged in Chicago, and that's 100 times minimum, with 19 folks no longer with us. So yeah, sad. For who the bell tolls, folks. For who the bell tolls. So, yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy in itself. You'll see here by this pic here, I'm not sure if they're having Taste of Chicago this year. I think they moved it to the fall. But anyway, they'll be wearing Kevlar vests to Taste of Chicago, and I hear they've got lead on the menu. Everything comes with lead at Taste of Chicago this year. So there you go. Let's bring that down. Oh yeah, look, those wings just look so good every time I see them. Let's get a window up here so we can show you some videos today. And I'm hearing that the buses are about ready to roll in Texas. Potentially the buses are going to start rolling to Chicago. Brandon's made some room in his shelter, so let the buses roll. Just an update on that. So let's play this where they talk about what happened over the weekend, and we'll have another video on the other side too.
July weekend in the city with more than 100 people being shot.
Today, Mayor Brandon Johnson and other city officials are speaking out about the violence. Joni joins us live now.
What violence? Just 100 people. Just 100 people. Jeez. They talk about this like it's just a normal weekly occurrence, and well, it's starting to get to that point.
With more. Hi, Joni.
Hi there. There were multiple mass shootings, children shot, and mothers. Police are angry about this gun violence. The public wants to know what authorities are going to do about it. Mayor Brandon Johnson and Superintendent Larry Snelling will be talking about public safety here at police headquarters at 9 a.m. There were 4 mass shootings over the extended July 4th weekend. 24 shot, 4 fatally. But in all, 19 people have died, 84 wounded in shootings all over the city. 8 people were injured in Little Italy, where the shooters were aiming at each other and they they got away. Police went to the area of 71st and Woodlawn on Friday, where 2 women and an 8-year-old were killed, 2 other children shot. They went there to ask the community to be a partner in public safety.
If we're not doing that, then we're failing not only our children, but we're failing our community. You're also failing the future, because they are the future. Those are our future people in this city. They're the people who are going to pick up the baton and run with it.
Just keep in mind that these people continue to vote for the Democrats and now the progressives in the city of Chicago. You think at some point, at some generation, they would wise up, they would educate themselves and try something a little bit different. But no, they vote for this. To some extent, the people vote for this crime and violence, and when it happens, they all shut their mouths and they don't say anything. And guess what? The violence continues the cycle.
And we have to take care of that.
Well, police had their days off canceled. They had extra patrols on the street. Authorities are expected to give an update on some of those investigations.
This was NASCAR weekend too, folks. Potentially, maybe a lot of those police that were been in some of these neighborhoods were working NASCAR. Just saying. They could have been working NASCAR. Keeping the tourists safe.
Here at police headquarters, they haven't said if they've made any arrests. Reporting live, I'm Joni Lum. Back to you.
Don't buy another.
Okay, so let's look at another video. I think this one's got Brandon on it. And he talks about how he's tired of the violence. So let's watch this. And he was out of town too for the weekend, but he was plugged in. And then he came back and he was here for the NASCAR race. He got to drive in a car.
Police and the mayor say it takes everyone to help them prevent gun violence and to help them solve the numerous shootings that happened over the 4th of July holiday. They say they're as upset as the communities they serve. There were multiple mass shootings in Chicago, one on the morning of the 4th. 2 women and an 8-year-old child were killed, 2 other children critically hurt in Greater Grand Crossing. Mayor Brandon Johnson and police visited the neighborhood the next day to recommit resources to a traumatized community, and more shootings followed. A mass shooting happened in Little Italy, injured 8 people. 2 gunmen firing at each other got away. In response, police opened an emergency assistance center to assist anyone suffering from violence. 19 people died in more than 100 shootings throughout Chicago. Police say they made immediate strategy adjustments. Mayor Johnson asked the public not to give up.
If I know one thing about Chicago, somebody always knows something about somebody.
Yeah, he's